updates and drops has happened. It's been anticipated for a while now, and it's finally happened. First, as you can see by right here, where we are at version 0.8, they understand this is a the devs understand this is a massive update, and that is this little thing right here, blueprints. Finally, yes, yes. So blueprints, first of all, are amazing. Second of all, they're unlocked in here, the upgrades window of the tech tree, and you got a few updates in order to get the unlimited of it. First of all, and I mean it scales well. It makes sense. Starts off with just plain old circuit boards, not even science cubes, meant for right at the beginning of the game. But you can only do 60 facilities. Not sure if it includes like each segment of belt as a facility, or if like there's unlimited belts, but each sorter and each building counts as one. Whatever. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me because I already just blew through all of these. I literally just queued it all up and in like 30 seconds was done. So yeah, then blue and red, blue and red and yellow, and finally blue, red, and purple. And they're just like, okay, fine, here you go. Go on. Do whatever you want. So, it's accessible through here. Blueprints. As you can see, I already made one or two of them. So not only, I'm not gonna use the blueprint book just yet. So not only can you create and edit on the fly, as well as they did something really nice with the thumbnail icons that you can do here. So, because today I'm going to show you about all the blueprints. I'm going to update a blueprint I just made because I realized what it was, or that I didn't want to do the one I did, but that helps show you something about it. And we're going to design and build and blueprint the updated diamond smelting facility that I mentioned last time. So, titanium smelting looks good, right? 240 smelters, one in, one out, so two sorters per smelter, whatever. But I did the titanium one over here, and that's got weirdness with these boxes and that thing. That was initially to help me unload the few that I had. So here we will make a new blueprint. Oop. Click on that. Create blueprint, and you enter this interesting little creator-like mode. So click and do a little drag, and you'll get to this selector thing. You don't have to keep holding it, though. You can. You just don't need to. And you click to the other side. Boom, done. And it's like everything in here is good. If you want to add more to it, boom, done. You can add this one in and not the one to the middle. It's not only by area, which is great. If I decide, you know what, screw that one, I don't want these four. Okay, it's good. But let's actually put them in. So here we go. So all these are done. Save path. Titanium smelting. It would help if I could spell. And so you can use any icons that are already loaded up or whatever. I'm sure that'll update to whatever libraries or mods you have. I'm sure it just pulls from the same database that your internal constructor is tied to. So like if you mod in some new buildings, I'm sure that you'd be able to have them in the icon here. Don't hold me to that though, because I don't do anything with mods to add buildings. So, a handy thing to put in the description is the equatorial zone you put in, or I'm sorry, the grid crunch zone, which of course I haven't put into any of the other ones that I've already made, but whatever. There, because if I remember right, these will not work across the grid crunch, or at least it'll be funky. Save blueprint. And yes, this is the new one, because the old one had 25 instead of 21, because this one has a little bit better placement. So, but we want to use it. So, oh, and also, you can swap blueprints around, and I'm sure they're going to update the Dyson Sphere Blueprints website for it. That's a fan-made website. It was fantastic for when there was the fan mod that did blueprints. I'm sure they're going to update to this. So, you hit copy. That puts into your clipboard the unique ID for this blueprint. And you can just paste it on a forum, in an email, in Notepad, whatever. And as it says here, use it in different save files. And also, if you have one copied, just paste it right in, and it'll overwrite all of these. So, yeah, use now. Whatever, that did not work. Alright. So I haven't actually used one before. Okay. This and why won't it? Okay. So Control C automatically enters create blueprint mode. Excellent. Oh, also, say I wanted to make, one of the things you might have seen was a full planetary belt. That is all of these solar panels and wind turbines, which incidentally gives us exactly how many are needed. But say we wanted these to do that, and oh no, we don't want to deal with those belts. Well, as it says right here, just boom, right click, automatically unselects everything of that, and we're good. But let's go with let's do something else for now. So here you're learning with me about double click, that does it. So there we go. So blueprint, double click, shatters your eyes. Not really. So, oh, and that's not great. That it doesn't like X out things that you can't place or that collide. But I'll live. Nice. And away it goes. But see, I don't have smelters. But it keeps these ghosts. Yes, I love that. Okay, that is honestly something that I was really missing in the other mod. So, let's grab some. Where did I put them? This is the problem with not having a mall on this planet. That one is... Oh, I'm also not facing north. I was facing north. I don't know. Whatever. That and that. That and that and that. Nope. Nope. This is the big problem with not having them all. Gotta check everything. There we go. So yeah. Wonderful. Oh, this will make it so much nicer. So much more civilized. And also, as you can see, it changes your end game priority for the infinite research away from entirely vein utilization to also be the drone engine to make them faster and communication control to have more drones. Because, yeah, that's not such a big deal when you have, you know, let's say you're you're laying out a massive amounts of belt. When you when you lay them out manually, you're gonna have like 2, 3, 400 to be put down at the same time, and like right now, I have nine construction drones, each able to lay 3 down per trip. Where is it? Going at 14, whatever. But doing this, like that, like this blueprint right here is 2,000 items to place down, which is not, not great to be waiting around for. But this is still so much better. Would only be helped by the thing I keep saying, which is I wish I could place it down, from my inventory by walking over the ghost of it, these dots. Let Icarus help, not just put it entirely on his drones. So that actually does help with our little little bit of helping with that, because I'm just we're in the part where we are headbutting up against all of our bottlenecks. And I'm of the opinion to make you know what? Let's get some antimatter overall, not today, but overall, let's get some antimatter production going so that we can make white science, and from that, so that it's entirely start to finish, laid out and producing, and then we go about opening up the bottlenecks. So, what is needed for that? And I know, last time I mentioned that we were going to be heading to other stars, and I think I mentioned that the time before that. So I've just been teasing y'all with that. But I promise, we're gonna be getting there. So for solar sails, okay, in order to get antimatter going, you need to collect here. This is antimatter. Hello. So, in order to get antimatter, you need to get critical photons. You get critical photons from ray receivers here. And ray receivers gotta be pointed at the Dyson sphere, or the Dyson swarm, whichever you have. And, as you may have just noticed, we don't have one yet. So we need to make that. We need to get, where is it? There we go, Dyson sphere. Firstly, we need to build some rockets and build some solar panels, and then go in here and design the sphere. And that's actually what this research right here, that's just kind of limping along, is all about. Increasing how far away from the equator, from the solar system's median plane, or orbital plane, main orbital plane, where all the planets are kind of orbiting that plane, that thing. And this is once we fully, one, two, three, four, get four more uh, levels of research in this, we'll be able to do up to 90 degrees, which is, from the equator, which means do the entire sphere. Hooray. Enough of that. And these two things, those are for mods. Here you can have up to 10, here we go, 10 shells programmed in for the Dyson sphere. In general, you won't need it. You won't need them unless you're going for designs, which a lot of people do, and they're a lot of fun. But designing them can get a little weird. So this one right here lets you turn on and turn off the different shell layers. And this one, I promise I'm not a Chinese mole. I have no idea what these say, except I know that this is a Dyson sphere blueprint system. And basically this will let me design it once, of like all 10 layers, I think. Design it once. I guess this one means save. And then apply. So people out there, if you see this and it's like, nuke the Gaijin's computer or something, let me know. That'd be great to know that beforehand. Thanks. So you need to build the sphere / swarm in order to get photons into the ray receivers. Those photons get split into antimatter and hydrogen. That antimatter plus one of each color science cube makes white science. Yes, all the supply chains get even more complicated the further you go. That's kind of the point. Where did that thing go? I don't want it showing when. There. Okay, good. Sorry, it was just showing behind, through the planet here, and that was a little weird to me. Alright, so, successful implementation of the blueprint system. Let me just take a look here. See. Yeah, see, it doesn't let you even place it at all over the tropic lines. Yeah, that's interesting. Tropic lines, meaning the tropic of whatever. Is it? No, that's tropic lines. I swear I can English at times. Anyway, so got that. Squeezing out some more titanium. Oof. Alright. So, given everything I just said, what's the first thing to do? Well, let's see what it takes to build solar sails and build these rockets. Also, in the update, one of the things they did was buff the mini fusion power plants. It used to be that they only produced 9 megawatts each. Now they produce 15 megawatts, which is great. And it makes it more worthwhile. I think on the main planet I'll be changing over those fields that I have that burn hydrogen right now in the chemical plants. In these things, they're only producing 2 megawatts each. And I was like, it's not worth it to, it's just not worth it to completely change over and produce an entirely new fuel source to switch over to these fusion power plants. But, when it was only like 4 times as much power, which would only give like 300 megawatts, I want to say, roughly. But this is over 7 times. And that kind of makes it worthwhile. It's almost exactly 7 times, actually, now that I think about it. Why? Because 1/7 is 0.14 and change. This is 0.16, whatever. So, not exactly 7 times. Whatever. It's worth it now. Especially because I also saw that we need deuteron fuel rods, which are okay. These fusion power plants burn deuteron fuel rods. And we need those in order to make these carrier rockets. So, we'll be producing the deuteron fuel rods anyway. So, we might as well, right? Right. So, what does this take? Deuteron fuel rods. It takes 20 deuterium, a superconductor ring, and a titanium alloy. Well, where are we making deuterium again? I forget. Is it on the local planet? No. It is on the home planet. And that's bad. Oh, that's not great. That's only bad because we're not, we're running out of space there. Oh. Oh no. That should be made. You know where that should be made? That should be made on something orbiting a gas giant that produces deuterium. Yeah, that's where that should be. Which kind of means, huh? I mean, we're still not at the stage where we can do warpers because I need to massively open up the bottlenecks that are in the green science production before we can get to that. Oh. And of course, that means that that's a point in favor against. That's a point in favor of doing. Brain English. I can do this. Whether we expand out to other stars first versus make white science first. I really want to get the infrastructure in to make the white science, get that going. So, which means we're gonna have to rip out the matrix labs on the home planet that are some of them and put the correct ones in, which is a whole nother thing. Capital W, capital N, capital T, a whole nother thing, whole nother thing. Anyway, but what am I doing right this very instant? Carrier rockets need these sphere components, deuteron fuel rods, and quantum chips. Only one of which we make anywhere right now. Dyson sphere components need the frame components, the solar sails, and processors, and we make 2 of those 3. So we can make solar sails, but we also need solar sails. So first thing should be the solar sail production, which that needs this one, photon combiners. Oh lord. 'Cause that takes 2 prisms and a circuit board. That's weird. Where do we make prisms? Entirely and only on the home planet, but that's only 1. Okay. That's only 1 thing. Now prisms are only and entirely glass. So really the question is, where are we making glass? On the home planet, not here at all. Crap. Crap. That is that's annoying to the point where I might move glass production over here. Oof. Maybe. Would I be... That's the home planet. Here, nothing at all. That's titanium, which we'll get to later. And no, I think I've tapped all the stone here. Or at least as much stone as I will be. Ugh. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. So, to make the photon combiners, we'll also need a prism factory. To make the prism factory, we'll also need a glass facility here. And again, I'm tempted to rip out the glass facility on the home planet, but we'll see. But before that, we should get glass going here. Right, so glass is 2 to 1 in 2, which means it's going to be two lines of smelters into one output line, and we're going to need 60 in a line. So where did my smelters go? It's actually and almost entirely the same layout as titanium. Because see, this is also 2 to 1 and 2. So what we can do is take our blueprint for titanium and cannot place it because that's along the tropic lines. Crap. Alright. Never mind. No cheating. So what I was gonna do was, just put in the blueprint for titanium ingots over here, and then just reconfigure everything to be for glass. Okay, and we do not have the space for that. So it is, three belts, which means we can do this 4 times, and this will be here. Use now. 2, 3, womp womp. Eesh, I don't want to cross that. 1, 2, 3. That'll be 3 belts of glass. Eesh. Not great, but not horrible as well. Actually, you know what we can do? We can put it here going this way, since this is kind of an odd. And yeah, we didn't save it, so. Oh, yes, and we can, oh, damn it, okay. So, let's rethink how we're doing this to make it less stupid. I know, strange concept for me. And again, we need sorter Mark 1s, which I don't have. Where did they go? There. Control C. Only, I think it's like that. Ha! Nice. I guess that's 15, so. Oof. That's just weird. Yeah, gonna have to be careful because this doesn't doesn't do collision detection. It's just really weird to me, but whatever. One, two, three. Oh, I think I know. Okay. Way to do this better. Yeah, let's do a leader like that. Yeah. Ooh. Oh my. Oh, weird. That is so weird. No. Okay. Have to expand it just a little. Does that work? Okay, so it does collision detection when you let go. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, and it obviously cancels the whole thing. I say obviously because that's what it just did on screen. Not because it makes sense. Okay. So there's 15. Minus to make it overlap. 30. 45. And womp womp. Okay, we can... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll know to add 5. Once we sort this out. Oh my god. Okay, fine. There's 5. Good lord. Why must it be a pain? And why did you go over to the... That's just weird. I'm already regretting not using blueprints on this part. Okay. Let's get this building. Building. Okay, no space in between, that's fine. Let's... Oh, but if you do that, it doesn't show the... okay. Well, I'm trying to find new and creative uses for this. Where's this go? 4? Question mark? No. Okay. So it goes every 3rd. Nice. Maybe? Question mark? Is that nice? No, I don't want to... Oh, dang, it does not let you overlap. Okay. So. We'll just do this. Doot. Take out those. Nope. Okay, you 931. Use now. That didn't work. I'll get this. Quiet, peanut gallery. There. Take out the sorters, not the Tesla tower, because the Tesla tower is what we're looking to replicate. Or to repeat. Anyway. So. There, because it does let you overlap belts. So maybe it does not let you overlap belts. God damn it. Minus to overlap itself. See, it'll overlap itself, but it won't overlap... what? Oh, delete that one. I'm gonna have just a floating temp. Go away. There we go. Floating temp blueprint. And the ones up here I'll just do manually. It's the one down here that was going to be able, enough of a pattern to make it worthwhile. I know this is more than it'll need because we have some covered by the wind turbines there, but I prefer... I know this is near blasphemy in this game, but I prefer beauty over and repetitious patterns over efficiency. Oh, I know, burn the heretic. Yeah, like that one, we don't need it at all, but... Alright, so that's 1/4 of the thing going. Then here we have that's good. Alright. Let's just get the spacing to 2. Which means I'm gonna want a tower. There. That's as close as we can get it. And this is on the... Yes. Alright. actually, 1 will be the stone coming in, 2 will be the glass coming out. That leaves some space for other things, which don't need to deal with right now. Which means the back ports will be entirely for this guy, and it just works out that way. You to there, you there, you to there, and you to there. Okay. So let's try this. No to the Tesla towers. Use now. Oh, oops. Alright. So, let's try that again. Going up from this side, so that we're only copying those. No to the Tesla towers. Use now. Hit -1 to make it overlap. I wonder if this kind of craziness is doable. Yes! Yes it is! Haha, because... Oh, you motherfuckers! Alright. So it only works with a single belt overlapping. Snip, snip, snip goes the moil. Okay, use now. There. We only want 14 minus... Ha! Can't do 2 minuses. There. Not... okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excellent. So, just let our drones do the work for now, and... 1, 2, 3. Nope. Put them 5 away each, so that they only overlap on the ones immediately next to them, because we're putting in so many. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And of course, this would be totally different if I were using the satellite power things, the satellite substations, because I do have those being made. However, they have a idle consumption. They draw power. It's weird. Does that get powered? No. Oh no. um. Hmm. I need to take that out just to put in a Tesla tower. Well, that's what you got to do. So we have 15 here. We want 60. We definitely have the space for it. This time we're keeping the Tesla towers. Use now. It would be nice if it gives a collision report early on, or it just simply ignores the things that would collide. So, like, you could get, whatever. 1, 2, 3 for 45 more. -1 to overlap. That's going to be weird with the Tesla towers, isn't it? Let's do this and then address it. Screw it, we'll do it live. Okay, use now. Overlapping by 1. Layout, so it repeats by 3. Hit -1 so that it shrinks, it scooches them together. And it works! Excellent. That's what I was hoping for right here, that these Tesla towers would cover the ones behind them enough. Good, so we don't need to fix anything. Except, gotta look out for that one in the middle that we... Yeah, this one. Gotta look out for that one. So, looks like we're gonna have to do that in a few places. Yep, like right here. It's okay, it's only a few solar panels that we're losing. And yeah, I'm focusing on here so that we can, while we're paying attention, just as it comes up, handle that. Is it simply every other? I don't think so. No. It's something else that doesn't matter. Maybe an alternating 1 in between, 2 in between type thing going on. Whatever. Snip, snip. Oh, and okay. Where's the time speed up button? We need like a live stream time lapse. I know that doesn't work. But I mean, by walking over to it, it changes the home point that the drones have to return to. So this is speeding up a bit. Okay, that is that. here we can start demanding all of that. And now we have glass on the planet. Excellent. So right next to it, let's make prisms. So prisms are 3 to 2 in 2. Boy, that's just weird. So I mean, if I have so normally that would mean now wait a minute, I messed up here, because again, oh no, smelters, they only operate at speed of 1. We're good, we're fine. Prisms are in assemblers, and assemblers Mark III's, which we do have being made, hooray, are at 1.5 speed, so they are 20 assemblers per belt. 20 assemblers per belt per second. So here we have 2 seconds, so we need a line of 40 if the output was 1. The output is 2, so that's back to 20. You, into the furnace. Haha. Alright. And I don't even know how many prisms per second overall we're going to need, because that is entirely based on... We're only going to make one facility making prisms here, because eventually these photon combiners will be from optical grading crystals. And that's just much simpler, much easier, and less weird to plan out facility to make it. So let's actually just shove it in over here to this weirdly shaped area. And why are these not fully made? That is unfortunate. This was our titanium smelting blueprint that I used to show off the new blueprint, and it didn't work entirely. Or maybe I was just being impatient. I was probably being impatient. I'm willing to take that on me. So, 20 Mark III's. Looks like that's as close together as they are willing to get. But again, this is not a final state facility. This is a backup facility. So let's just have that, and then 3 in between. There's an in and out. Here's another in and 3 in between, another out. So to make prisms, you need 1.5 per second coming in and 1 per second coming out. That's definitely sorter Mark 1 territory. I said sorter Mark 1, so that's what I set it to. That is not what I want to do. There. Prisms. Alright, so we have... I can make that work. Squeezing another one in here. Goes like this. Goes like this. The 4th, the 5th. Anyway, you're not here for that. why did I offset it like that by 1? Because I know that that extra belt in there was going to cause that problem. Interesting. That'll work. That the spacing works. Oh man. Alright. And that works. Alright. Now let's power these. Oh, excellent. That fits nicely. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. Now we're good. Let's see, where are we going to want the next ones? This is going to be shorter, so it doesn't matter if we lose another. Here. 3 in between and there. Top, side, and bottom, 3 on the side. Alright. I promise this will make sense. In spite of all evidence to the contrary. Nope, not getting another one from there. Alright. Glass, you to prisms. Over there. Oh, I'm sure many of you figured out. Doing that trick. It's not really a trick, it's more like a glitch, but oh well, I'll take it. Did I screw that up? I think I screwed that up. Yep, I screwed that up. Alright. You to there. You to there. You to there. You to there. I think that screwed it up even more. Yep, that screwed up even more. Okay. Shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Oh, okay. That'll work. And simplify that over there. So. Alright. Alright, let's return you to you. You. Come to here. And do that. Et voila. C'est perfecti. That is absolutely not how you say that in French. Fairly sure that's not French. You know. Something tells me that wasn't good French. Mostly because I don't speak French. Is that all of it? It can't be all of it. Let's see. 2 out, 1 in. 2 out, 1 in. One out, 3 in. How does that work? Oh my lord, what have I done? One, two, three, four, five. Right, because each one is not 2 out, 1 in, it's 1 to 1. So, 2 out, 1 in, 4 out, 2 in, 4 out, 3 in, 5 out, 5 in. Alright. Alright. Two. Yes, no, no. Yes, no, no, yes. No, no, yes. Bonus points for the if you get the reference. Alright. There we go. Local demand and remote demand. And that will be good. So, yeah. We don't need as many prisms as everything else, because again, it's going to be supplanted um, by a rare when we get a rare resource being mined. So let's also get this going. So photon combiners are two prisms and one green circuit per photon combiner in 3 seconds. I don't know why going left to right makes me move forward. Whatever. Just wiggling like that. Now maybe going in a line here, because okay, doing it with this recipe, I would be using 2 lines of smelters for each line in of photon combiners. And that means 1 belt coming out of prisms on the outside of, so there's 1 belt per 10 assemblers on the outside, and on the inside there's the photon combiners going back to the station, and a line of green circuits going out feeding both sides of it. Which means, let's say it's coming out this way. There. And yeah, every 3 seconds you need it, so yeah, you need 2 every 3 seconds, so Mark 1 sorters will be more than enough. And we're good. Why can't I spin? Alright, that's weird. That use now. That does not work. That definitely does not work. There, get that, use now. Ah, look at this, look at this. See, components, 28 facilities, and it's counting the belts as one. That answers a question I had earlier. Okay, so that's 15 going across, going down. Now, thing is with this, is that it's actually 10 per line per side, because we have 2 sides here. And I'm out of sorters. Interesting. here. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's the monomer. There. Temp. Temp. Save. And yeah, we need 3 of these, so 1. 1, 2, 3. This will be somewhere like right there. Okay, so we said on the outside would be prisms and circuit boards, and finally photon combiners coming out. Prism. There. And prism. Excellent. Which one's which? Okay, 3 lines of photon combiners. And yeah, I could make that fit right there. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Just because I'm a masochist. As evidenced by playing this game. you know what? You know what I said I was gonna do when we finally got blueprints? Yes, let's do that. That's just weird. Why? Oop, wrong button. Power charging. Alright. You will actually. But I want. Yeah, no. This one's much better. Yes. I'm having too much fun with this. Save blueprint. And we're already back up to power. Excellent. And do we make green circuits on this planet? There, circuit board. Local planet, nothing. Alright. Now we have a source of all this. Excellent. Photon combiners can be crossed off the list. Except I don't want you open like that. I want you open paint so I can actually delete. Alright. So, we do want to have as enormous of a facility making solar cells as possible, because we want to make millions of these. I'm only going to make one station's worth of making this right now. However, that'll be fine. So, it's a simple, 1 in, 2 out in 4 seconds. So that's going to be 40 assemblers on each side. No, sorry, 40 assemblers per belt. No, wait. So in 4 seconds, it'll take in 1.5 graphene and 1.5 photon combiners, and it'll spit out 3 solar sails. Yeah, 10, and then times for 4 seconds is 40. I was right, 40. So where can we put this? Where is a good long... I think right here should be fine. Alright. So. You on the outside. You, and then in. 3. Don't know what I'm doing there. Actually, what am I doing there? Can we get Tesla towers in between these? Yes, we can. Alright. Excellent. So, we are doing there. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, 4, 7, 9. We can do one more. 2, 3. Nope. 3. And there. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And that's enough space for some more of this. Which, by the way, we will be making another blueprint of you, you, and you. Now, let's just double check. It's every 4 seconds. We'll be fine. 2 every 4 seconds is a half. That does 0.75. It'll be fine. And just for spacing's sake, let's do this, and this, and this. Okay. So, for the power, there. Just do, what am I going to call this? There. Just, wind solar line quick. Wind. Quickly slapping that down. I'm probably going to keep it, so wind and solar. Save blueprint. And I'll reference that later. So, how should we do this? That does all that. And there. Alright. So how many do we say per belt? That would be 40. Okay, so yeah, that's the right way to, that's the right amount to make it equally spaced. I don't know if what I just said made sense, but we'll go with it. Use now. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 40 per line. Of course, that's also a metric ton of things to place, but we'll get to that. Perfect. Okay, so what are the components to this? Here, graphene, photon combiners, solar cells. And we're good. And it voila. And now we have solar cells being made. Oh, as soon as we start charging it. There we go. And that it was so quick I misspelled it. There. What? I don't know what it would be colliding with. The belt? Oh, with itself. Wow. Stupid grid crunch. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Yeah, see? Okay, fine. We won't use the blueprints. Ugh. Yes, it's a little annoying to trim the edges like this, but it's a lot better than having it be perfectly done like that and repeated. Then you have to go through and stitch them all together. That's just not the way to go. Hello, Lego. Welcome to the stream. Yes, lots and lots of smelters, lots and lots of assemblers. That's what a Forge World takes, though. This is not, the definition of a Forge World. What we can right now, I'm demonstrating the blueprint system while also expanding. So I'm still getting the hang of it. And so what that means for this is I just realized another use of the blueprint system is you can use it to get the full statistics on what's built in your planet. And I would surmise you could blueprint the planet. I wonder if you can blueprint Foundation. Ooh. I think not at this time because I have Foundation everywhere here and it's not picking any of it up. So, here we have solar sails being made. Excellent. Actually, let's just double check. Yes, we have 40. Quit mode. Wunderbar. Okay. So we now have solar sails. Let's cross that off the checklist. Excellent. I also wonder about how many ray receivers we've made. Total 24 back on the home planet. And I know exactly where it is on the home planet too. It's in my trickle build section. But yes, ray receivers will be made slowly now that we have photon combiners going into the network. I don't care about total. There we go. That's interesting. That is very interesting right there. Nice. Alright, so the next thing that we need to make is these Dyson sphere components. They take frame materials, which we're making, solar sails, which we're making now, and processors. 3 of each every 8 seconds. I remember this one being a weird build. This is definitely a weird build. What's going on with these? Alright, this field is demanding all the unused hydrogen. Alright. So where is our... yeah. Yes, this is full production right now of the accumulators going. That is great. That is fantastic. I love it. Because as you can see, we have the empty accumulators being produced relatively slowly. I might actually go over here and disable 4 of these, because we don't actually want this to be stuffed like that. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, that's a bad situation to be in. Yeah. So I think we have enough accumulators for the moment. Let's go over here and snip. Yeah, the way the belts are hooked up right here is that this line is coming from the production, and it's only feeding this belt, which is going into charging to being charged by all these accumulators as they are um, as you know. So okay, the problem with accumulators charging up is that if this does not demand empty accumulators, they will accumulate and gum up the works. So we we have enough for the time being. So Dyson sphere components. Let's make them here because we have the solar sails being made here, and again we're running out of space on the home planet, and we're gonna just simply have to accept some inefficiencies at this time. As little as I like that, but oh well. So let's see if we can get it in this tropic right here. So 4 Dyson sphere components. It needs 3 different inputs in equal amounts. So we'll have 3 belt in, 1 belt out. Just like this. And it is every 8 seconds with 1 output. So that means we want 160 going down. 160 assembling machines per per belt. And yeah, we cannot get Tesla towers in the middle there, so we're going to have the open word. The open grid point. There. So we have in, out. I don't know why I did that, because this is just so much simpler right there. So if we do 1 and 2. That means that. Okay, we're good. Okay, excellent. Nope, not excellent. What is it colliding with? They are colliding with each other because of grid crunch. That is annoying. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Use now, just to get the belts in. That is as close as they will go. Okay, so this one's going to be weird. But let's first... get the spacing here. And that's the middle. 2, 3, 4 on the left, 3, 4, 5 on the right. That's fine. Going down, it'll be 1, 2, 3. Here's 1. Here's 2. And 3. And we're good. Here. So, what do Dyson sphere components use? They use frame material, they use solar sails, and they use processors. And here we have 6. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out down there, is it? So we'll do this. No, no. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know why I did that now, because the negative, and that's going to change how many are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 90. That is 90 going across. Need 70 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, let's just park over here while and let it count while we verify our counts. Ooh, interesting. Aw, it doesn't count ghosts. Okay. That is sad. Nah, that's just weird. What in God's name is going on there? God has nothing to do with this. Not anymore. Oh, Lord. And I'm low on sorters. How rude. That is very rude. So you can all see why the priority for the research would could very easily be the drone speed now. But I just enjoy watching this work because there is a bit of a satisfying feeling to know that something you designed, something you laid out, is working as it should. Okay, so I'm not going to lay out more. Which I am. So like me to say I'm not going to do something and then immediately do it. The reason I was thinking that was because I want to double check my count on things. Yeah, that's 35. So we know that there are 35 in that third row, and that means that when we have everything down and we do the blueprint count, it should have 355. And now IRL problems are cropping up. Of course. But, that's something to handle. It's part of real life. It's just something to do. Which means hold the I'm gonna call the episode here generally in a few minutes once all this is down. Ooh, that is a lot more than I thought it was left to come down. Oh wow, I'm out of bells. I didn't think that would happen for a while. I guess it didn't. So yeah, I'm gonna call the episode here. I'll finish laying all these things out when I get back from handling IRL problems number 1, and then we'll get back to it. Thank you all for joining. Hope you had hope you had fun watching. Hope you learned something. I certainly did. I'm learning how much in love with these blueprints I am. So hope to see you at the next one, and I'll catch you at the next party.